Guys. Oops. Happy New Year. Thank you, CBCJR. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay. It's actually 1-2. I've already put the wrong date in one time so far. I'm 0 for 1 in writing the date. I'm 0 for 1. Okay. Pandora, love the State of DCA video today, man. It was crazy busy. Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen busy days. And obviously I was expecting it to be busy. So often I expect it to be busy, but it doesn't get all the way there. This got all the way there and then beyond at DCA on Monday. It almost made me resent the fact that I couldn't do that particular show from Disneyland, because that would have been something. Disney enthusiast, are you at Knott's right now? Is that what you're saying? You're at Knott's right now and it's crazy? Okay, sorry guys, doing a little more maintenance there. Did you renew your Knott's Pass? Well, I mean, you don't have to renew it right away. There's a window. There's no window that I have to get in there. So the next time I go or decide to go, because Knott's Passes end at the end of the year. They don't go for a whole year. But I do plan on, going again. And when I do, I'll renew at that point. The sticker is still on my cup. What sticker? The price tag? Whatever, I don't care. Maleficent, do you think Disney will announce new Magic Key sales anytime soon? I don't know. I don't know, Margot. Now's the time. Now's the time. Jungle Cruiser gifted $5. Thank you, Dave. Here's a little buddy cash. Thank you. How is your official mascot for FreshBaked doing? My first 2025 visit is this Saturday. Which mascot? Are you talking about my dog, buddy? Or are you talking about those construction walls at the main entrance? Because I consider that a mascot right now. Those construction walls by Flora Mickey. And Check Key Mike, do you like having the food pass for Knott's? No, it was not worth it. I do not like having it. As a matter of fact, that's something I may get into that. But long story short, they nerfed the dining plan, so you can't get a lot of the good stuff. And two, because of that, if I want ribs, I can't have ribs. Even if, I will never have ribs. If I get the dining plan, I will never be able to eat the ribs at Fireman Brigade, because it goes against my religion to buy a dining plan and then pay for my food, right? If you get the dining plan, you're only going to do free food. That's all I want to do is free food. If I get the dining plan, then nothing else exists. No other food exists at Knott's if I'm on the dining plan. I don't like living that way. I want to get ribs from time to time. So that's a no on the dining plan for me. Plus, it was a net loser for me. Let's see. Nick Cohen, get the $10. Thank you for all your work. David, you've been such a help in getting the most out of my Magic Keys since I got it in November. I'm happy to hear that, Nick. Happy to hear that. Thank you. Did you know that the Santa Ana winds are coming back on Tuesday and Wednesday? Yes. You can always tell when the projected temperatures go up into the mid-70s in January. You know that's a Santa Ana wind coming. CVCJR gift to 20 bucks. Thank you very much. You mentioned that Disney may repair that burned structure at the Northern Station when they work on that section of the railroad. That would make sense. Are you sure? Well, I'm not sure, but when the train went down for 3 months, I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends with the cast members, the train, the conductors and all that. And we spoke frequently. I would go in there and try to get some pictures. They would catch me up on what's happening. But one of the things that I had learned was that I thought they were going to put that section off until 2026. So I was not expecting them to do anything with the train station until then. But they said it could be that their logic was, they don't know, but they thought it was logical that Disney would wait to repair that station until that station is closed again, or they're doing the track maintenance. So I'm just guessing. It makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Toy Soldier Mike, get the $5. Thank you. I was at Disneyland on Monday, and it was packed. 70-minute lines for space all day. And I saw 100 minutes for smugglers. Got on rides in 35 during fireworks. Yeah, Mike, I was there on that same day. Was it that same day? I shot a video. Was it Monday or was it Friday? What's today? Now I can't remember. I shot a video where I saw it was Space Mountain was 100 minutes almost all day. Well, almost the whole time I was there, I should say. And that video, by the way, is coming up this Saturday. I think this weekend. It's me against the clock. And it's a challenge to see how much time I can save in 4 hours. And I did pretty well, I have to say. Spoiler alert. It didn't look good. I wasn't positive that it was going to go well. It started off really poorly for me. But yeah, anyways, look out for that. But during that day, I saw that space was like 100 minutes for at least 5 or 6 hours. Nate, get the $2. Thank you. Hit the like button. Is there anybody in the park? Wendy Murray, get the $5. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Peter Zimmer, I saw they added new lights to the Space Mountain queue. Looks nice so far. I actually got video of that. I forgot. I was going to put it on Twitter. But I got video of it that same night. Maybe I'll put that on Twitter after we're done here. Although I may be going to the movies after this. I'm not sure. I'm going to go see Nosferatu. And it's going to be the SpongeBob version of Nosferatu. What would a dining pass plan cost at Disneyland? Would they ever do it? No, they never would. Nope. But again, I'm kind of against it. It sounds like it'd be a great idea, but if they neuter it, if they nerf it like Knott's does, then it's not a good idea at all. Not a good idea. Anything in 2025 you're most excited for? FreshBaked. I'm excited for the future of FreshBaked. Greg Seifert, do you know anyone who has paid for the Premier Lightning Lane Pass? Curious how fast you can everything done. Greg, I don't know anybody who's done it. Well, I do know somebody who did it, but I don't know what their results were. But I would guess you can do it just as fast as you want to. How many Lightning Lane attractions are there? Like 12, 15? So you could just go Lightning Lane. You could do all 15 in a row in no time. I would bet you could probably do it in, let's see, 30 minutes each, maybe 4 or 5 hours, probably. Stuart Wilson, give the $10. Thank you. We finally saw you over Christmas and said hi. You're the friendliest YouTuber I've ever met. Well, thank you. Always giving back and showing gratitude. Our family truly appreciates you. Thank you very much, Stuart. I appreciate saying that. Kate Lepp, Disneyland used to do a dining plan back when the food sucked. And Disney World still does one. I don't know. Larry, do you have any thoughts on the dining plan at Disney World? They just recently reinstituted it. Jungle Cruiser, get the $5. Thank you. Dave was asking about the dog. Also, what are you going to call the voluminous dirt piles for Avengers Campus 2.0? What's that big hole in the ground from or the cliff that they jump off of? In Endgame? No. The one, is it Endgame? The cliff where they get the one. I'm hoping they dig a big hole, and I'm going to call that hole the cliff that they jump off of. I can't think of the name of it. In order to get the one stone. You know what I'm talking about. Laramie, I don't know the details, but it can be worth it if you eat 3 meals a day. Right, so that's kind of thing. It only becomes a win if you master it. If you master it, if you totally dedicate yourself to making sure you're taking advantage of it, then it could work. When is your next Patreon video? And can I still? Yes, Sarah. Yeah, I saw you. I saw your post. Yeah, Sarah, you're gonna get a patch. It's coming in the mail. In the next video, I think I've got it cut. I think I'm probably gonna publish it tomorrow. I think. So the cliff is called Vormir. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna call it. If they dig a big hole, if they dig a giant hole for the foundation, then I would call it Vormir. If there's a big pile of dirt, which they're bound to be, I'm trying to think of what's marvelly that's a big pile of dirt. I don't know. Hi, honey. What are you doing? Are you waiting for mommy to get back? Are you chasing the cat? No. Okay. Huh?
She just wants me.
Gucci's over there, honey.
What's she doing?
She's eating, it looks like. You're so silly. All right, I got to keep working, honey, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just going to pet her first.
Let's see. Peter Zimmer, they used to have a mini dining plan based on each day you were at Disneyland, a 2, 3, 4, 5 day. It was called Dining in the Magic. However, it was discontinued in 2017. If they discontinued it, then that's for 2 reasons. One, either it sucked and everybody complained, or Disney was losing money. So there you go. The pile, I don't know. Is that a Marvel thing? Was at Disneyland, Tiana broke down 7 times. We got to ride it around 7:30. That's pretty lucky if you got it at all. Jungle Cruise, you get the $2. Thank you. Mount Stanley. I would call it Mount Stanley, though. I wouldn't say Stanley. I would call it Mount Stanley. I think. Because that sounds funnier. Toy Soldier Mike. I would call it Bandini Mountain, but I don't think that anybody would get it, Mike. Because nobody knows anything about the first name and fertilizer. Only people who live in Southern California and are 100 years old would know a Bandini Mountain reference. Because that was a local thing, right? That's a SoCal thing, right? Bandini Mountain. Mike Portman, get the $5. Thank you. Wife making the trip Sunday in a few weeks. No Fantasmic parades or Golden Horseshoe shows. Bummed. Please keep Disney on blast about these cuts. I plan to. You bet. I will. Kristen B, get the $5 for no. My son just texted me. Apparently, he's watching our live stream. My son just texted me and he said the big pile of dirt. Hi, Tristan. I hope you're having a fun night with your other family. Bandini is the word for fertilizer. Ricochet K, yeah, we've got the video I shot the other night and is putting up tomorrow. Hopefully, will be about my lightning lane test that I did. We just published a video on our Tours Departing Daily channel. It's a typical 90-minute walkthrough, but it was during that walkthrough I was testing using lightning lane after 10 a.m. I bought it at 10 a.m. and I was trying to test the refresh strategy. That went pretty well too. And Yeah. So, but the Patreon video that we're putting out is going to discuss how that went. You know what my process was, and then I've also we were at yesterday. We were at the San Diego Zoo. We were at the San Diego Zoo, and we filmed a little bit of that for Patreon also. Laramie, what did I miss on Laramie's reference? I'll be out there for the 70th, and I don't know your reference, Laramie. I don't get it. I don't get it. Olga Valucci, get the $5. Thank you. Happy New Year's. When is the next time you are in the park? And would you do me a huge favor, like for a real huge favor, if possible, please? I'm in the park often. It's not so rare that I have to decide when I'm going to go. I don't know what that favor would be, Olga, but you have to ask for the favor. You can't just ask me to... I don't understand. I did get to... We waited an hour to see those pandas. We waited an hour. I couldn't believe it. I've never waited in a queue in my life at the San Diego Zoo, but we waited an hour to see the pandas. Jungle Cruiser, get the $2. Monsanto Pinnacle. But what's Monsanto got to do with Avengers, though? Oh, we have somebody in the park? Is that John Coyne? I feel like he's talking to somebody, and he wants to get that big giant candy bar. Is that what it is? Chelsea, do you think they'll have a day parade along with Paint the Night? Probably no. No day parade. They've put Magic Happens back in storage off-site, so I don't think it's going to be. I don't think we're getting a day parade now. Palace Adventures, are you ever going to do another Disneyland live stream? No, probably not. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't like it because I can't do anything. I can't. I feel like I'm annoying walking around the park. I don't like taking the live stream onto attractions because then I'm also annoying to the guests in the queue, that kind of thing. Olga Valucci, get the $5. Thank you. If they still have the Goofy and Max straw clip, could you... I mean, Olga, I would love to be able to do that for you, but that's just... That's something I apologize. That's just something a long time ago I decided I couldn't do. I did it once for somebody, and it was really weird and awkward, and it got complicated, and I can't do that. I'm sorry. I don't know how to put it, like, friendly or nicely. It's not something that we do. I wish I could help you on that, but perhaps maybe even just go on eBay. Find one on eBay, maybe? Let's see. Disneyland. Oh, I like that. America's Dirt Pile. Or just America's Dirt. That sounds okay. Okay, I'm trying to get, let's see. Do they have those Choco Smashes on mobile order? Olga, get the $5 again. Well, that's very kind of you. No worries. Lo, I thought I would ask. Thank you. Yeah, I wish I could, but the other person who just said something is correct on another point. Once I start doing that, then it's a whole rabbit hole, and I can't do it. I just can't do it. Sean Bexton, get the $6. Thank you. Thanks to FreshBaked, I've gained lifelong friends. Happy New Year, David. Thank you for sharing so much joy. Well, thank you for saying that. That's really kind. AW, get the $20. Thank you. All the best in 2025. Thank you very much, AW. CBC, get the $2. Thank you. Hi, FreshBaked. Can we shout out Hi, Willie? We just did. Hi, Willie. Okay, so let's go to... What's that place called? Pim's Test Kitchen. Here we go. And the Choco Smash bar. There it is. Okay. One chocolate smash bar coming up. Heimlich's Choo Choo Mountain. Oh no, Pat gifted $2. He said Heimlich's. It's so close. It's so close. That's not bad. I just want, okay, let me make sure I got that right. John, we're getting you the is that right? The Choco Smash candy bar, right? Making sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, there we go. Order is placed. Hello, I clicked the button. Hang on, it's so slow. This phone is so slow. Okay, 7416. Your code is 7416. Now, where was we? Dinky Darling, what was the name of the parking structure back there? It was called, that's the Timon lot. It's the Timon parking lot. Jared Chafin, get the $5. Thank you. I missed the days of going in the off season. When was that? Are you in the queue now? I shouldn't say yes, right? Sokovia. That's funny. Just let me know, John, when you're out of Mission Breakout, and I'll hit the I'm here button. Chloe and Lon get the $20. Thank you. Hi, David. My daughter Chloe and myself would like to give ourselves a B+ grade in your park science videos. Okay, we followed your Space Matterhorn rope drop strategy with great success. Assuming everything was open, I hope everything was open for you. I've been not having luck with that lately. My recent rope drops, things have been closed left and right. Beyond the Magic, what do you think the crowds are going to be on January 5th? What day is that? That's Sunday, right? I think they'll be light. I think the crowds will be pretty light. Ellison Acosta, when will we get the FreshBaked website back? Just as soon as I hire an editor and writers. I can't make content for that website anymore. I just don't have the time. My priorities are elsewhere. But I would have to hire somebody to be like an editor and have people writing content for the website, because I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Mr. Robinaski for the $20. Thank you. Going to the park for the 70th in May. We'll be at a hotel near Walnut Street. What is the best way? Good question. What is the best way to walk to the park? Can I walk to the Disneyland Hotel and go through downtown Disney? You can. The trick is getting through. No, you can't. You can. What hotel are you staying at? The trick is because you can't. Not really. No, not really. It just depends on if you're on Walnut. It's got to be Walnut and Ball. Are you on Walnut and Ball? Pat, get the $2. Thank you. Ant-Man's Hill. Maybe. Kim B, how do you determine which video goes to which tier for Patreon? Everything goes 10 and up. Sarah Graham, we can't buy anything from the FreshBaked shop then. Which shop are you talking about? Walnut and Catella. Oh, so you're at the, like, what's that? The Westin, I think, over there by the West, by the, So you can try and walk up, what is that, Disneyland Drive? Is it Disneyland Drive? You know, and go through the Grand Californian, except you're not technically supposed to. That's supposed to be residents of the hotel only. But I've done that, where you just kind of cut through the hotel. So from there, the quickest. I mean, if you don't do that, or if you're not able to figure that out or execute that, then you need to go up Catella and then make a left on Harbor and then into the park from that direction. Keelan the Chica, get the $5. Thank you. Happy New Year to you and Liz. Officially 10 years of me watching Fresh Baked. My God, that means I've been making it for 10 years. Wow. Thank you, Keelan. Oh, thank you. The Park IQ, nice jacket. Thank you. Beyond the Magic, get the $2. Thank you. What does Disney mean to you? Disney for me is being a part of Disney means being able to be just exactly who I want to be. When you're at Disneyland, and that's really when I think of Disney, I think Disneyland. I'm allowed to be whatever version of me that I want to be. I feel safe. I feel safe at Disneyland, and in that regard. And so whenever I think of Disney, that's what I think of. Can we still buy? Yeah, well, there's a link to our Teespring account and all of our videos. I'm not sure. Is that not a thing anymore? I've been hearing some weird things about Teespring lately, so maybe you guys got to catch me up on that. Is Teespring okay? Do you guys? Has anybody tried to buy anything from our Teespring, link in the videos? Savannah Banana, what are your genuine thoughts on Tiana's Bayou Adventure? I think it's great. I really do. I think it's great. But I'm not one of those who has an emotional connection to Splash in the first place. It wasn't an important. I mean, I thought it was a beautiful attraction, a very fun one, and I loved it. But I didn't have an emotional connection to that attraction. Has the copyright monster got? Yeah, it got me yesterday. Although we fixed it before we published, but it got me yesterday. Yeah. AK Disney, Grand California, you cannot cut you hotel card needed to go. Right. There's a gate that requires either a cast member or a hotel key to swipe or whatever. But the door stays open. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can negotiate that, then I don't feel terribly conflicted about doing that myself. And I'm not so sure that Disney does either, to be honest. But whatever. Lorraine Britton, how much is it to join your Patreon? Well, I mean, actually, it's free. You can join and you can see what I'm doing, but you can't you don't get any of the videos or any of the swag or anything like that. But I mean, for as little as $1, but it's the $10 level that gives you access to the videos that we upload there, which hasn't been a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I go a little while without publishing a video because I just get too caught up and busy and I forget. But when I do put videos up, it's $10 and up on that. AJI, do your feet still get sore after walking around Disneyland for so long? Everything gets sore after walking around Disneyland. Everything. And that includes the feet. BP, if you got anything to Tom Sawyer Island, would you? Yeah, hell yeah. I would kick out the Fantasmic people and the cast members and restore, the whole. I forget the name of it. What's the name of that place on the island? But obviously that's not probably going to happen. But I would just, I just want everything to be restored. I want everything back the way it was. I want all the things working. I want the water running. Give me the waterfall from the tree down to the ground. Give me that back. Fort Wilderness. Thank you. Samuel Valdata gifted $10. Thank you. Happy New Year, Fresh Baked. Do you think that Paint the Night Parade and fireworks for the 70th will be running in September, October? Yes. Last time I came for D23 and 22, I couldn't see the Main Street Electrical Parade or Disneyland Forever. Yeah. The parade and the fireworks will run for the entire duration of the 70th, and that's going to go into summer 26. Sarah Graham, how will I get the Patreon patch? I'm going to send it to you in the mail. You'll get a card from me, a sticker, and a patch in the mail if you're at 25, which I think you are. Do I think the crowds will be bad on the Saturday the 4th? I mean, it's a Saturday, and it's the 4th. People have been blocked out, but actually, probably not. I don't think it's going to be too bad, actually. I mean, it's probably going to be busy, but I don't think it's going to be bonkers, but we'll see. I'll be there. Do you think they will ever get rid of Tom Sawyer Island? No, I do not. I might quit Disney if they do. Just saying. Then again, I have to shoot it. I'd have to do the construction coverage. I might stay long enough to see what the result is, and then I'll hate it, and then I'll say I quit Disney. And hopefully that's enough time. It would be far enough in the future where I would want to quit anyway. I'll be an old man by then. But yeah, I might just quit Disney if they do that. And I'm not even being like a joke. That's not even a joke. People don't understand how important the river is to Disneyland. It's essential. The Rivers of America is essential to Disneyland. And it's simply not a place I'd want to be without it. I just can't imagine it. Sealy, get the $20. Thank you. CL. Thank you very much. CL, Happy New Year to you and Liz and the family. I am looking forward to your content 25. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's not me. Hopefully you're saving for retirement. You don't understand. I am on a 7-year mission, 7 to 10-year mission I'm just going to make so many videos and do so well at Fresh Baked. And this is why I'm constantly trying to make the shows better and the thumbnails better and everything else better, because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to do just that, to save enough money so that I can retire in like 7 or 10 years. The Wolful Countenance gifted $20. Thank you. Hi, David. Thinking about the second week of February to come out and visit. Question for the muffins. Are the corn dogs at the Little Red Wagon being cooked there, or are they still bringing them out of the plaza? It's a factor. Not only is it a factor, it's the factor. Woeful Countenance. We did a video. I don't know if you saw that. Maybe that's what you're referencing. We did a corn dog video. Where's the best corn dogs? And what I came up with at the end, my final summation was they're all the same, but the corn dogs are actually the worst at the Red Wagon, the corn dog cart, because there's a chance that they're cold by the time you get them, because they are still cooked at the plaza. They cook them in the Plaza Inn, and then they bring them out in one of those portable, like a hotel thing, and there's just racks of them. Racks and racks and racks and racks and racks. So maybe you get one fresh. I don't know. But if you want a fresh corn dog, the freshest possible corn dog you can get is actually at Corn Dog Castle at DCA, because the fryer is right behind the cook. It's right behind them, and you can watch them dip that thing in the fryer. Adam Rocky gifted $8. Thank you. Hi from Australia. We'll be visiting Disneyland in May, so looking forward to riding the original Haunted Mansion. I love your YouTube channel. Thank you very much for that. Brian G get the $5. Thank you. Mount Bashenga. It's the mountain with the main source of vibranium for Wakanda. Not bad. I like that. Mount Bashenga. Christy get the $10. Thank you. When do you think we are going to get the menu and entertainment schedule for Lunar New Year? I don't know why we don't have it already. We should have it now. That's in February, isn't it? Or January? No, it's this month, isn't it? Doesn't it start this month? Stage Door Cafe is 2, because they have the fryers there as well. Well, they share it. Yeah, no, they have the fryer there as well. But I remember it's on the other side, and they still batch them, I think. It's not me. Is Rivers of America the water source for pirates? Yes. Andy Goodoy, are you still enjoying the Pocket 3? Yes. Dev, do you think the Matterhorn will go down for refurbishment anytime soon? Yes. Jim Germain, Dave, do you think Tomorrowland will get a refurb? Yes. Chloe and Lod get the $5. Thank you. But do you think Disney has the same feelings about Rivers of America? I don't know. There is, and I'm hoping that this has changed, but I have been made aware of a decision-making initiative that began when Chapek took over. When Chapek took over as president of Disney, it was said that he said nothing is sacred. You can just forget all about that crap that you can't do this or you can't do that at the Disney company. There was nothing was sacred. That anything was subject to updating or renovating or things like that. So I don't know if that's still a thing today. I do know that the current Disneyland management is cheap as heck. They're very, very cheap. Disneyland is. So even just the idea of them having the idea to do that would take some action, I think. Sarah Graham, did you hear Murphy will be back for Disneyland's anniversary? Murphy will not be back for Disneyland's anniversary. Whatever we get for Fantasmic in 2025, it will not include Murphy. That I don't know that for positive, but I'm fairly certain that we will not see Murphy probably until 26 is my guess. TS3, how come you used an AI picture of yourself for the Madame Leota AI art video? It was pretty obvious because I look better. The AI photo of me in that picture looks better than me, and so too does the. I'm A/B testing right now. I don't know. Some people may have noticed it, may have not. It depends on what time you caught that video. But there are versions of the last two videos where the picture of me is AI generated. I'm collaborating with a couple of different people. I'm collaborating with one thumbnail guy who's helping me make my thumbnails, and then I'm collaborating with another guy who has an AI software that takes this ugly face and makes it look nice, and plus it gives me expressions and does things like this one, like it gives me expressions and capabilities of making and doing things that I simply do not have the time or talent or ability to do. And it looks close enough like me that I'm like, that's fine. That's okay with me. It doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered by the AI thing. You either adapt or let it run you over, because it's going to run you over if you don't. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see. Annette Palmino gifted $5. Thank you. Would you recommend a food and wine festival? Yes. Although the food wasn't quite as good as the year before, it was still better than the Festival Holidays food. I really enjoy food and wine. I have a good time at Food and Wine Festival. Wendy Murray, get the $5. Thank you. Lunar New Year starts January 29th. There you go. Well, we should have food by now. Sakura, what happened to your Madame Leota video about how the building was a kit? Well, two things. I wasn't really happy with the video. I got some things wrong. And I wasn't happy with the tone. And I kind of it didn't feel like a good video for me. Since then, I have come to find out, and you guys can run with this if you want, because people sure did run with it anyway when I put that video out. It turns out it's not a kit. I'll say again, I've been told by people who know that the Madame Leota gift shop is not a kit. It's not. It looks like one, and they may have used existing designs that are very similar to one, but it is not a kit, and it most definitely is not the Armstrong 4236. The Armstrong 4236 is like twice the size of the building that is in place now in Haunted Mansion. So And there's a lot of things about it that look like a kit, but it's not a kit. Garvo gifted $1. Thank you very much. Kimberly, not an ugly face. Thank you for saying that. Otherwise, your wife wouldn't be your wife. Well, luckily, my wife doesn't evaluate her husband's based on looks alone. I have other qualities that I'm very proud of, so I don't mind saying that I'm not an overly attractive dude. I feel there are moments where I'm like, okay, I'm not so bad looking, but in general, I feel like I've got kind of, I've got a weak chin and bad teeth and all that stuff. I'm well aware. By the way, I'm well aware, everybody who comments on my teeth, I'm well aware of how bad my teeth are. Thank you very much. I'm working on it, have been for the last year and a half. It's a work in progress. I'm working on it. But luckily for me, that there are other parts of me that are very, worthy, and I'm okay with being proud of that. Theme Park IQ. I never thought Madame Leota's was a kit. Well, that's the thing, is that I said it was in the video, and it's not. I said it was a kit. But I think they used some of the dimensions of a pre-build to art. Yeah, no doubt. It's obviously very reminiscent of a pre-built kit, and somebody probably had plans that are, that resemble that, but they built it from scratch. They did build it from scratch. Ron Franklin, you got moves like Jagger. Actually, no, I can't dance. I can't dance at all. It's not me. Who comments on your teeth? Literally lots of people do. I kid, of course. I get it. I've had these teeth since I've been, knee high to a grasshopper. So I'm used to it by now. Forget it. I have, my wisdom teeth have been crowding my face for decades. What site do you use to track ride times? Isn't that interesting, Chelsea Bailey? Isn't that interesting, Theme Park IQ, that Chelsea Bailey asked me what website I use? A person who is actually in here in the chat right now. And you get a call out, by the way, Theme Park IQ. You get a shout out in our video that we did on beating the clock, beating the posted wait time. You'll get a couple shout outs in there. But I use Theme Park IQ. Abel in Vegas, get the $5. Thank you. What app do you use to screen record the Disney app on the phone? Actually, the iPhone has it. You just, it's the thing. You could just, it's native to the iPhone. Okay, let's see. What is Matt Peep? What is the new channel? FreshBaked WW, and are you good with that? I'm not sure what you mean if I'm good with that, but yeah, FreshBaked WW is Laramie, who's one of our moderators, is a channel we have that covers Walt Disney World. Laramie is our host, and if you want to see a few videos on what's going on at Walt Disney World, you check out FreshBaked WW. I'm fine with it because I created it. Jamie Graham, get the $10. Thank you. What are we doing on time here? Where are we? 7:46. Okay, Jamie Graham, get the $10. Thank you. I'm going to Disneyland the first week in December. I'm also going on a Disney cruise in 26 on the Disney Destiny. Awesome. You know what? I got to get on a cruise. I gotta do that pretty soon. We will. Sal Galucci, swipe top right corner down to center, look for dot and circle. Exactly. That's all you gotta do. There's no app. So I use an app. You can't. There are apps for it. Screen recorder or something like that. But yeah, there's a very basic version of it. That's got bells and whistles. But there's a very basic functionality where you swipe down from the top right on your iPhone and press the little button. The Woeful Countenance, get the $10. Thank you. Corn Dog Castle uses continuous oil filtering The fryers in the wagon used to get nice and gritty in the evenings, which was my preference. Oh, so you like a dirty? You know what? I can get with that. Yeah, I understand. I don't. You know, it's like my coffee maker. I never clean my coffee maker, ever, ever. And I like that the way it is. I don't want a clean tasting cup of coffee. It's not me, David. Clean that coffee maker. No, I will not. It doesn't taste. I mean, I make coffee every single day, so it's not like the filter is ever sitting in there all day or anything like that. And I do occasionally I'll wipe out the carafe to get some of the grit off the actual, off the glass. But I don't put. I never put soap and water anywhere near my coffee maker. Would you do videos of your Disney cruise or go? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if I would film it or not. What was the last movie you saw in IMAX? Tenet, I think. The theater that we go to doesn't have an IMAX theater, so we don't get to see IMAX movies. Oh, wait. Is he still? Wait, what happened to? Is John still in the queue? We got 10 minutes. Pat, give the $5. Thank you. Are we going to get a Fresh Baked Super Show with you and Laramie? I don't know. I would have to get to Florida for that. I don't have any immediate plans. Oh no. Well, I hope they keep it for him. They processed it. I don't know when I did this, but they processed it. It's the button's gone. Guys, let John know. Somebody let John know it's waiting for him. I don't even know the code anymore. Oh yeah, 7416. John, it's 7416. BP, what trip you planning first when you retire? The resting on the couch trip. I'm just tired, you guys. I'm really, really tired. Stephanie, don't film if you cruise. Enjoy family time. Yeah, I feel like filming the cruise because it's such a rare thing that it might get in the way of me actually having a good time on the cruise. I know people do film cruises, but that's their gig. They go on cruises all the time. I don't know if I would film it because I'd want to enjoy it, BP, if you could add an after hours event, what would it be? I don't know. I'm not crazy about the after hours events, to be perfectly honest. It's just not a thing that really. I was kind of into it for a little while. It was fun. You get to do stuff that you get to see the park or do things in the park that you don't normally get to do, the meet and greets and things like that. But I wouldn't be mad if they canceled them altogether. Courtney, get the $13. Thank you. A few weeks ago, there was an inaugural Disney cruise trip that many Disney and family vloggers were invited to. I'm shocked and disappointed that you weren't invited considering your following. I don't get invited to anything. I don't get invited to anything. They don't. As far as Disney is concerned, I don't exist. I mean, I know they know who we are and everything, but we don't. That's not a thing that we do. And that's fine with me. Actually, it's okay. I know I talk about it and I act like I'm all butthurt about it, but I'm really not. The only thing that I don't think I wouldn't want to go on the cruise as part of Disney media, like that. But I would like to be able to see the openings of things. I wouldn't mind being able to see the go to the media event for Tiana's or whatever new attraction is coming up. I wouldn't mind that. But otherwise, Theme Park IQ, are you attending 90s night? I am not, but Liz is. So maybe you can see her there. Where am I? Maleficent, why is Small World taking really long refurb? They're continuing. It was closed for months before the holiday. They're continuing that refurb. They're doing a lot of backstage type stuff, and they are also, as I understand, they are updating some of the broken animatronics. So there are animatronics inside the attraction that no longer function. The Hula Girls hopefully will get some love because the Hula Girls they're always out of whack. Jeffrey Hubbard gives you the freedom to be critical of Disney as a company. I feel like that's a misconception about Disney influencers, and they think that we are intentionally apologists in order to get favor with Disney. That's not true at all. If anything, like personally, if I were on the scale, I would be on the Disney apologist scale. I defend Disney way more than I critique them, and yet I don't get anything. I pay my way into the park, and I'm just a regular guest. You have a website, WDW News Today. Guy kills Disney on a daily basis. He goes to everything. He roasts them 24/7. It seems like it's like sport for him. What can I get into today where I bag on Disney? And he goes to everything. So I don't think that there's anything to that. People like to believe that because I don't know why, but it just makes them feel like, that they're, I don't know. But it's just not true. It's not true. I get nothing, and I'm super nice. I'm super nice about Disney, and I don't do it because I want to gain their favor. I do it because I love Disney, and I feel like they do need to be defended from time to time because I do think that they get too much criticism where it's not warranted. Excuse me. NW Daft get the $5. Thank you. We met you a few times in the park, and you and Liz are always so kind and friendly. My kids think it's a hoot seeing YouTubers in real life. Well, thank you. Glad to see we're nice to you. Megan, is there anything we can do as fans to change Disney's mind about you being on their media list? I don't think so. Probably not. Yeah, I know Clownfish likes to hate on Disney too, but do they get invited? Do they have any media access? I don't know if they do or not. I don't watch Clownfish, but I see enough of their thumbnails and their titles. I don't watch the videos, but I see the titles, and they're just like, they are on it. Okay, so let's see. Where am I? Catching up. No, absolutely not. Does it ever feel exhausting to have to go through the Disney park entry process so often for these videos? No, not really. It's just part of the gig. Salgalucci, could we go to Town Hall at Disneyland and say something? I mean, you can, but I don't think it'll make any difference. Did you hear about what happened in Fullerton today? No, I did not. BP, least favorite thing about your job? I can't think of anything, to be honest. I mean, it's a grind sometimes. You know, the content machine. I guess that's it. The hamster wheel of content can be a drag sometimes. Like sometimes I just, you know, like I feel like sometimes I have to come up with stuff. But I mean, other than that, I don't really have any complaints. Beyond the Magic, what's been your favorite food at the parks? I don't know. I like a Dole Whip. The Dole Whip float. I love the Dole Whip float. The sour cherry churro with cream cheese. Oh, you guys remember the cheddar bagel or the cheddar garlic twist bagel thing that they used to have at Maurice's Treats? Chelsea, get the $2. You're so appreciated. Thank you very much, Chelsea. How are we doing on time? Oh, is it 8 o'clock? It is 8 o'clock. Wow, we got to wrap this up already? Okay, yeah, that's 8 o'clock. Time to cash this thing in. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope that John got his... I hope he got his Choco Smash. Try us again next week, maybe, if that didn't work out. We'll see if we can't figure it out, although he probably won't be in the park next week, will he? And we'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned for that video we're talking about on Saturday, and take care, everybody. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.